Maybe by the time you get that title, you need some help as an elder.
Well, we should laugh at that, really.
I have to laugh because I don't want ball and cuss bad out.
That is true.
I go to an interview here. Hope she's on the line. We're going to introduce her as Sista Nanny. One yell up Sista Nanny. One who has been doing a lot of work in the Rastafari community in Montego Bay with the elders. Why we're calling her is because we made a promise that we would keep in tune with her to see if what was promised at our Rastafari celebration this year, how far it reached that promise is by the Minister of National Security. Good afternoon, Nanny.
Greetings, Muta.
How you do?
I am great. How are you?
I am all right, man. I am all right.
Yeah, man. This thanks for maintaining your promise, as you say.
Yeah, man. It's Rastafari part of the process, right? And since we's Rasta, we now wait for some other journalists to come talk about Rasta business. You understand? So we are keeping contact with you continuously. So tell me what going on now, Mama, because this is the fourth quarter. Now I'm saying by the second quarter, certain things that happen. You laugh. You see, if you laugh, I know say don't happen. You see, if you laugh, I know say don't happen, you know. Because him say the first, if I the second quarter, and now this is the last quarter of the year, you know. And me hear you laugh. Tell me what go on. Tell me what go on with it.
Yes, Muta, the last time when I reached, I told you that we're going through a series of audits of our records, and they want to ensure that we are fit and proper. You know, that is what the term they use, you know. So really, the audits have been complete. We recently received the last set of the audits for the last 2 years, and we ourselves now are vetting it, going through it to send it back to the Department of Cooperatives. So the progress that is being made is really with the books, and we have also we convened a annual general meeting and elected the committee of management, and when the last two audits now, the audits for the last 2 years now, when they have been returned, and then after that we will call a special general meeting to deal with those 2 years, and after that the internal work is complete. So after that is done now, we expect to hear something positive from the government. Hello?
Sorry. Remember when him look on the old stop, right? Where the museum was supposed to be, him say, him going to do something about it.
Yes.
What going on there, so?
Nothing happened at all since that, you know. I suppose the whole thing is that we really need to have the deed, the title in our possession. So that we know
so the idea of the fixing the old stuff was dependent on having the title?
Yes, because at the time, Dr. Chang indicated that they would have to check out the building to see how sound it is and whether or not it could be refurbished or whether...
Lick down the whole light.
Right, lick it down and start fresh. So all of those things will have to happen when we are in, you know, when it is really in our hands.
So how long is the title going to take for get now?
Well, I don't know, as I say.
It can't take all 2-3 years now.
Well, you know how long we've been waiting for this even to reach to this stage. So, well, you mean in terms of the transfer into our name?
In terms of the organization having a title of them on?
No, it shouldn't take so long.
Eh?
It should not, if the government is going to be keeping to their promise.
Look here. Maybe by the time you get that title, you need some help as an elder.
Well, we should laugh at that, really.
I have to laugh because I don't want ball and cuss bad out.
That is true. That is true.
Maybe the elders, them that use looking out for now, will pass.
You have to come look after us.
And you, yes, my picnic going to have to come, my Rasta picnic, them going to have to come look for you. Look for
Yes.
and you are the elder.
Well,
So-
yeah, well, if we keep on, pressuring for it, it ought not to be so long, you know.
Yeah.
And if we look at, really being what you call it, optimistic.
We have to be optimistic,
Yes.
We have to be optimistic,
Right.
It's just that
not to be so
we
long.
didn't hear about the second quarter and obviously things happen.
Yes.
Things happen still, but not they're at the level where, based upon how we did attack to him and him attack to me, it should have really reach further than this now. That's it. So,
Well, the thing is that the fact, though, is that he himself has kept in touch with us.
yeah,
And so we're in closer touch than before the promise was made.
okay.
Right, and so that is why I am kind of optimistic.
Yeah,
So that something will happen sooner than later, because really, in terms of where the audits are, as I said, they complete the audits and they need to send back. We just want to run through and send it back to the Department of Cooperatives. And after that is done, and we call a special general meeting
yeah,
to present those audits to the general membership, then there will be no excuse
yeah,
on their part.
yeah.
So let us see if we can really achieve this in this fourth quarter.
All right. So the elders them now, any of the elders them take down with any more serious sickness, or just at the same level where them are get.
So it's just at the same level since we spoke,
All right. Them are get treated and them food all right.
Yes,
and
right. The situation is that because the survivors are in 4 different tiers, that is they're put in different categories based upon the level of injury that they received during 1963.
yeah.
So some of them received less than others.
Yes.
So the trust fund ran out earlier this year for the lower tiers, and so they have stopped getting funds. Just last month they stopped getting their monthly disbursement.
Yeah.
We have been appealing to the Ministry of Culture to top up the trust fund, and we were recently informed by the Administrator General's office that they received some top up, and so they are calculating, and by the end of this month,
Yeah.
those elders should start receiving their disbursements again.
So what happened to the 50 acre, the land?
That is it now. Not a thing we hear about that one.
You're nothing about it again.
No, you're not about it again. But what the way how we have been dealing with the matter is that we have to just deal with them one thing at a time. So as soon as these two lots have been the type that's been handed over, then we will press forward now to find out what is happening with the 50 acres. Because what happened is that we have done, Dr. Chang identified some land in St. James that we could and they've been in touch with the land agency, and we do everything that we are supposed to do. Every request they make of us, we deliver.
Yeah.
And it just stuck again when it comes to the 50 acres. And they are waiting on the government now to give the go ahead.
Yeah.
So after we receive the the deed for the 2 lots, and we can work out how we, because those 2 lots, one of them is to be an elder care facility, and we really want to, to push on with that.
Push on with that, yes.
And,
all right.
And the other one, should be a museum. That is also a very critical.
Yeah, and that one was the one with the old stop kind of need for
right,
go over.
Right.
Yeah.
So we want to be an office and a museum, because the importance of the museum part is for the education of the youth.
Yeah.
So that they have a place where they can come and see displays and get information on the Rastafari movement in general, and the Corrigan atrocities in particular.
All right, since we reached the museum there, we should do a flashback. Because maybe some people here we are talking about this thing and I wonder what we are talking about. Tell them what is it that we are dealing with in relationship to the elders, this land, and why we are dealing with it. Why the Rastafari community are dealing with this thing. What is it all about?
All right, so it is the atrocities in 1963, the Coral Gardens, that took place as a result of the Coral Gardens incident, where Rastafari community was set upon by government and by militia and even citizens as well. Every Rasta man had to run, hide in the bushes, trim them, lock some of them, and even when they meet them coming out of the barber shop, they would still hold them and carry them and lock them up. And people didn't even. I mean, I haven't said anything about the incident itself. But the fact is that as a result of that incident, every Rasta adherent was rounded up.
Yes.
And even those who don't even know nothing about Coral Gardens or even live close by, Yeah. So it was definitely atrocities that were meted out against innocent people.
Yeah.
And so the Rastafari Coral Gardens Benevolent Society, and we have been pressuring the government to acknowledge this
atrocity.
These atrocities that occurred, and to compensate the
reparation
survivors.
Money, yes.
Right. So they first to apologize and then to compensate.
Yeah.
So in 2017, Minister Holness apologized in Parliament, and since then now we have been advocating for the compensation. The compensation was agreed upon, and the trust fund to pay, through which the survivors are paid, was set up in 2019. So the survivors, those named survivors who were interviewed by the Office of the Public Defender, because not just people who just come up and say, I'm a survivor, but they were actually interviewed, their places of residence were visited, and the entire thing was properly investigated.
Yes.
So those persons who were listed as survivors by the public were confirmed to be survivors by the public defender. They started receiving monthly disbursements through the trust fund, which is administered by the Office of the Administrator General's Department.
Yeah.
So that has been going on, and since then, some have passed on, and those who are still alive are receiving assistance, financial assistance through that. They really depend upon it, to meet their medical expenses and their little household needs,
I must commend the sister for really hold on, wouldn't for one, they would have never hold on so long, but I see your dedication in this thing, and really I commend you for that.
Yes, man, give thanks.
And I know you stand up in a whole heap of slaughter from your same Rasta brethren and sisters, but you still continue. And that make me love you more. You understand? Because I know how certain people stay, Yeah. Yeah. Slaughter you and go on like, but
we can't be distracted by
No.
Yes,
All right, sister, give thanks.
Muta.
Yeah, man.
And
Give thanks, man.
again for your support and your continued support.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
no
Continuously.
RFM for really
Yeah.
being with us through our advocacy over the years.
All right. Give thanks.
Yes, more love. Give thanks.